Start recording. I'll minimize this and we'll open that up. So here we go. Let's go ahead and so hey there everybody, we're doing something a little different today. I haven't been on YouTube as much and there's a good reason. It's not an excuse, it's a reason, and I'm going to share it with you today. So if you're not interested in some of the life things behind doing drone work, you can skip this one easily and come back with our next video. But so I have been building a new class, but it's been kind of getting sidelined. So I'm gonna take a step back for people new to the channel. Welcome and thanks for joining here, guys. I'm doing something different today because I need to share this with you and explain to you what's up with us. And I need to get it out of my brain too. So over the past couple of months, medical stuff going on again. I found a new GP, and from there we've gotten some additional doctors involved. Back in 2024, I had an inguinal hernia that was operated on January 18th, 2024. I can't believe I remember it, but I do. It was a little traumatizing. So I had an open incision operation on the hernia. And like I said, that was all the way back in 2024. After having the operation, I didn't feel much better at all. Everyone said things were looking like they were healing nicely. And I had some additional pains on the left side, which was the side that didn't have the hernia. It got a varicocele. I don't even want to go into that because I don't get that. But one more painful thing down in the groin region. So after several months, I met with the surgeon again, telling him about the issues we were having. He went ahead and did another CAT scan, which I don't really think work well on me because the CAT scans beforehand, you didn't see anything. If I was lying on my back, the hernia was hidden. When I'd sit up or stand up straight, then you could see the hernia. All right, I don't want to do too much backstory. There are several ER visits through like June of 2024, and I was advised to go to a pain clinic that maybe they could help me with the long-term pain. So that's what I did. June 2024, we started in a pain clinic, and we were doing injections like once a month, plus some other things going on there. Here, I'm just gonna, we'll pop up another visual from the controller. And by the way, these videos are actually going into our new class, so this is a piece that I haven't fully assembled yet. But as you can see, we're getting the bird's eye view from the controller. All right, let's get back to what I was talking about. So July, August, September, October of 2024, we went through multiple procedures, injections for the pain, and I guess they helped a little bit. I was getting frustrated though because I'd also asked my old GP and other folks, is there a physical therapist in the greater Prescott area that I could work with this issue? Because if everything's good and the scar tissue feels fine and all that, what else can you do? The pain management wasn't managing well. Um, so I found an awesome physical therapist. Chain reaction physical therapy for anyone who lives in the greater Prescott area. Dr. Jesse is awesome and has helped out a lot. As we started working together at end of 2024, we continued working together into 2025. We had multiple sessions a month, and all of those were, helpful. Alleviated some of the pain. So we continued on all of 2025, doing the pain clinic and doing the physical therapy, checking in with my GP. Everyone's still saying there's nothing else going on. All right. So I got frustrated at the end of 2025 and I decided I wanted to find some physicians who would actually refer me and stuff and not leave it to me. So once again, Jessie with Chain Reaction, she had some suggestions for me, which were greatly appreciated. So first I found a new GP. That new GP pointed me to a different pain management person. So we've recently started visiting with them. And yeah, there you go. All right, so here's the deal. I'm watching this the screen too. So a couple of weeks ago, we were getting ready to start in with the new pain management person. A really nice person. I'm not going to give everyone's names or anything, but very enthusiastic. And I said to him, I have been living with this pain for 2 years. After the initial hernia operation, we got a little relief, but I was still in constant pain, just a little less. If this popped up on you overnight, I guarantee you'd be in the ER begging for help. So we were getting ready to start the new pain management here just a couple weeks ago, and we decided because I had the hernia was on the right hand side, the inguinal hernia that had happened before was on the right hand side. So we decided to do a ultrasound, which nobody else did with the other hernias. They didn't ultrasound there at all. They just kept using the CAT scan that never showed anything. So I'm sitting here thinking about it. So recently, with much enthusiasm, hoping to get some additional help, we went ahead and got that ultrasound from the pain management person, and the ultrasound came back with a fatty inguinal hernia on my right side, where the initial surgery was done. So, have I been walking around with this for 2 years, and it's still the original hernia? Or has this is this a new hernia on the same side? And by the way, on the left hand side, yeah, on the left hand side, um, I have some pains as well, concerned that something might be going on there. This is a little better. We're moving faster. Back in 2024, we waited for one appointment with the surgeon for 7 weeks. That was a follow up where the pain was increasing um, on the hernia area. And once again, after the 7 weeks was over, they did a CAT scan and they didn't see anything on the CAT scan. So here we are in 2026. What's happened? I got a new GP, working with a great physical therapist, have a new pain management person who's got some ideas for us. But now we've got another inguinal hernia or the same one. I don't know. So the pain management person is not a surgeon or a hernia expert, so I asked if they could refer me to a alternate surgeon after the last one back in 2024. So let me see here. Serenity, let's find just so I'm just having you come along with me here, and let's just see. That's Stringfield, is it? And then we'll just have another background video for us. So all of this stuff isn't polished, by the way, so you're just seeing some of the stuff as we get it here um, in our studio. So this is our Serenity site. Things have been changing on it, and we're going to continue working on it. It is a little more effort when I'm having these pains down below. And while we're able to still execute the jobs, I would just like to feel physically better than I do right now with whatever's going on. So where we? Oh yeah, so we're referring me to an alternate surgeon. I actually called their office yesterday to see what the process was to get my documentation over to them. They were very helpful, which is more than I can say for the last surgeon's office staff. They were brutal, I would say, and not helpful about moving things on in an emergency. I'm not in an emergency right now, but back in 2024, I sure was. I'm not even going to describe the hernia to you. Let's just say sizable protrusion coming out of the right side of my body. I didn't know what it was. I was like, is this appendicitis exploding? Is this a hernia? Is this? I had no idea way back when all of this started. So, ooh, that's making me dizzy there. I should have clipped that one out. Oh, well, in the final video, I do clip that out. So, I know, long story, right? I'm gonna start. I don't know if I should start doing this on my other channel I have. I do have a channel where it's just kind of, I was trying to develop something with it, or, this is part of, operating a drone business. It's a business. And life happens with your employees and owners, and life's been happening to me for the past couple of years, not in a fun way. But so now we are at the point where we've got information exchanged. I got a call this morning from the pain management folks to let me know they had, in fact, um, put in for a referral for me. So I don't know how long that will take or not. But so far, everyone seems to be friendly, helpful, and interested in what's going on with me. When I explained to my new GP and the pain management folks, I've had this pain for over 2 years now. It actually all started back in November of 2023. And then December, that's at the end of December is when we identified that first hernia. So now I don't know what's going on with my internals. I'm still mobile. It's just, it can be extremely painful at times, especially sitting. So if I start putting the desk up again, you'll know I'm having a bad day and working on trying to make it a good day. So I'm still trying to be positive about this, but this has been exhausting. And the whole medical thing has basically dominated my life for the past 2.5 years. And I never knew what chronic pain could feel like. I didn't want to know either, but I know now. Because as I'm sitting here talking to you, it's getting a little painful to sit once more. So, do you want to hear about this, living with chronic pain and trying to resolve it on my other channel? Does it fit in here? Because it does totally affect my business, my clients, my ability to do what they need. One of the biggest issues for me is I'm not driving because I can't be comfortable enough seated. So with that in mind, Jody is always carting me around to our job sites, which is awesome in one way because, we're doing the work together. She is the visual observer and everything. She keeps a watch on the flights near us when we're doing work, and so we'd be going to these locations together. But I'd rather take my Nissan Titan up to some of these locations. But yeah, so you guys let me know. Is this not the appropriate place for it? And you just want to see the drones fly and the models happen, or is this the appropriate place for it when you're considering building your small drone business? Have you thought about medical insurance? Have you thought about workman's comp? Have you thought about, the wear and tear on your vehicles and your computers, your studio lights, all those things? Um, they all do factor into your drone business. And getting knocked down by an illness or an injury is also part of your drone business that you need to think about and prepare for. So, as we move forward, I do want to do updates here or the other channel um, as to where we're at and how we can help me, how this has been going. So the biggest part, I'd say right now, um, with my drone business and this medical issue is I'm saying no to some clients. We need the income. This is not cheap stuff, even with insurance. But I've said no to several potential clients who are further out from Greater Prescott. Um, we're not going to do 2-hour drives to a job location because one of the problems with this hernia or whatever it is, sitting for long periods of time is excruciating. So I'll leave you with that thought. Um, but no, just in all seriousness, thanks for watching. Let me know if this is interesting to you, like I said, or if it belongs to another channel. I'd like it to be here. I'd like it to be informative that this is part of the business too. And we don't want to think gloom and doom, but we do want to prepare and have everything lined up for ourselves because at some point in our lives, some kind of medical emergency seems to crop up. And so, yeah, I've been experiencing mine for too long. And if you have your own stories to tell about your situations, feel free to comment down in the notes below. All right, everybody. This was a weird one. We'll see what you guys make of it. As always, thanks for tuning in and listening for a bit. We'll see you guys again as soon as we can.